Hello everyone, Joe Show to one here. I'm back with another exciting Clash Royale video. I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? I've been feeling absolutely really great. This is probably one of the only days I've been super, like, I don't know, invested, and I feel awesome. I haven't been, I didn't notice I've been posting videos like almost every single day, but I've been noticing that, and I gotta thank you guys for, watching these videos. We're nine, as of right now, we're in 9 subscribers before 400. So make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if you want Clash Royale content, any challenges, any balance changes, anything that you guys want to watch, I'll post it for you. Just for you guys. So today in this video, I decided, you know what? Let's decided to bring back some videos that we love. We're gonna talk about evolutions. I feel like the best way to talk about evolutions is to rank them now. So I did make this video, but the reason why I decided to make another video about this, I want to give it some time. I want to see how good it basically everything, okay? If it's actually really important to, basically talk about all evolutions, okay? Not discarding any buffs or nerfs. I'm just gonna place these cards to worst to best. And I'm basically gonna say basically everything, how, what I think of the card overall. The evolution, basically, overall. I will tell you that there's some evolutions I think it does good, some evolutions okay sooner or later, but like I think overall I think it is the best way to basically talk about. So I can't wait to talk about it. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Again, I gotta tell you guys that because I'll be really happy if we can hit 400 subscribers before before November. Can we do that? I think we can. So let's start this video. Honestly, last place, it was pretty actually a little difficult because honestly, I think we all probably agree with it, and it had to be bats. Bats are not bad, okay? They're not. But the reason why I had to give it to bats is overall, it doesn't really make a difference. It really doesn't. Even though, it does have higher HP, higher hit points, it does do a bit of like, the hit points is higher, it heals, and basically all of that. It doesn't make a huge difference or huge impact when you use an evolution. You want to see an evolution when you use it, you want to see game over, basically. Bats is basically minions, but basically more higher hit points. Not to say that bats are bad or anything, I'm just saying when it comes to bats evolutions, I think they're just really okay. They're like, again, they're really pretty decent. If you could put a miner and put bats and it survived the zap especially, then honestly I think is the best way. It really is good if it does connect to the Princess Tower. Anything else I think is okay. I usually do counter evolution bats with, for example, a royal delivery, just because it's really not hard. Arrows, exact same thing. I really don't have any problems with that since the Princess Tower can just kill them like that, simple one hit. But overall, I had to say bats are, last place. Not to be rude or anything, I just think overall, I had to put it. So, this I did have a hard time doing this. I really did, because some of these cards, of course, I have to test them out, but some of them I was like, okay, I think overall I know what to do. So at time flies. So I had to give it with Mortar. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. At time flies, I never thought I would say Mortar. I really thought Mortar would be higher than it posed to. But honestly, even with the evolution, I don't know. I don't get worried about it. Like, I know it have basically more hit points. It basically now spawns a goblin, and basically it can do a bit more damage if you're lucky. With hit speed is 4 seconds. But honestly, I see the mortar as like the evolution mortar as like basically just a harder way to like destroy it. But at the same time, I'm not really worried about it because I still think Like, even with Evolution Mortar, I still think I could basically win. Out of all my matches with Evolution Mortar, I'll probably lose about once or twice. And that's me actually giving it generous. Like, I remember when the Mortar Evolution first came out, yeah, we could. If it still stayed the same, I would definitely push it way more higher. But the problem is, since it basically got nerfed, and at the same time, it's not a big much of a threat because a lot of people got used to it, and to see how can you actually counter, I'm not really worried about that. I think overall Mortar, it's pretty good, but it's better than Bats, and I had to give it A+ because honestly, as much I would say like anything else, I just think I can counter Evolution Mortar pretty easy, just like Bats. So 7th place. This one's gonna be difficult. It really is. I had to give Royal Giant. I really did. As much I would say Royal Giant was definitely like the strongest one out of the four, the original four. The reason why I don't get Royal Giant higher is just because it's been nerfed consistently with the hit points. And we're talking about Royal Giant Evolution when it first came out. This one again, it would be definitely like two, probably the best out of all. But it happened nerf so much times, and honestly, again, you don't really need to worry about Royal Giant. Royal Giant is basically like it's just a little more hit points. I still use Royal Giant Evolution because I think it's a great card, but at the same time, like I use it with Rage because since it does stomp the ground with Rage, it actually stomps the ground even faster, making the basically troops that does do melee damage actually won't have a chance to actually hit. Even with a mini P.E.K.K.A with the Rage, it does so much damage. I know it's a lot of investment, basically 6 to 8. Well, yeah, 6 to 8 with the Rage. But honestly, if you have a chance and they don't have anything else to counter that, then it's honestly an automatically win. And that's the reason why I'll put it higher than Mortar. Just because, as a winning condition, it does even better than Mortar, honestly, in my opinion, okay? That's all I want to say. But Royal Giant is definitely, I still like it overall. I still think it's really great. So 6th place, uh, is again, this one is pretty difficult because I have like three when it comes to 6th place. But honestly, I had to give it with Skeletons. As much I will put Skeletons higher, it's just like again, skeletons. You don't see skeletons as a actual like winning condition. You see skeletons as something like okay, as like defense, or basically something to keep it cheap on a cycle. And that's the reason why I can't put it higher. Because if skeletons for some reason like can like take in a shot, like have shields, like every time it gets spawned. Honestly, it does really good, and again, you can counter it very easy with log or zap or anything. Basically, it's not really that difficult to counter, but at the same time, if it does hit your princess tower, it can actually do really great damage. I think it's better than Royal Giant just because like the chances and the crazy like moments with Skeleton Evolution, it just does really great. And I like it how skeletons are officially in their original form. This is day one skeletons, okay? When it first, like, before when it first came out, this was day one skeletons, and they're back. And honestly, I think at 6th place, I think that's pretty decent. Not too high, but not too low. I think overall, it just make it really good, and I really like it overall. So, as much I would like to give Archers and Firecracker like very different, I had to give Firecracker. Again, I feel like the best way for 5th place, Firecracker. And the reason why, yeah, you could use Firecracker at basically anything. Like, it can really do really good damage if you do counter it really well. It's just like, again, it's not so deadly as when it first actually came out. Again, from other cards, if it was like day one Firecracker evolution, dude, it would be absolutely crazy. But the reason why I'm not worried about Firecracker evolution is usually I will have a fireball or something even higher. My fireball is level 15, so I'm not really worried about basically what happens like same level. No, because I always have a fireball in hand, and usually I'm not really scared about that. I usually have cards that usually one shot Firecracker or two shots Firecracker, and it doesn't even make a difference honestly when it comes to comparison damage and everything. Maybe a little by little, but honestly it doesn't really make a difference. It just doesn't. I had to give him Firecracker, but I had to say it does really good. I have no hate or anything. It's just, I had to give it higher than Skeletons because I think a lot of people would definitely use Firecracker over the Skeletons. Because Firecracker with Tornado is a really great combo. It's a deadly combo at the same time. Damage your troops and also the Princess Tower. It can do really great damage if you can actually play really well with Firecracker Evolution. I gotta give it right there. Uh-huh. So as much I would like to give the other cards, more. Fifth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. Yeah, Archer's definitely fourth. Fourth place. Again, it's a respectable. Wait, when it first came out, I had to say, like, Archer's evolution are actually really good. Again, they don't get like as hurt as like Firecracker. How much HP they actually do? Okay, that's actually a little surprising. So actually, archers have less hit points than actually Firecracker. Okay, evolution, but barely, really barely. Honestly, I had to say, when it comes to archers on decks and basically everything else, I just think Archer's evolutions are better than Firecracker. Again, it like you have a higher chance of like saving shots from basically everything else. Like, it's a really great card, and I don't mind it with anything else. You can split the push with Firecracker. Well, you can split the push. Well, you can't do that. Well, you can. The better way, you can split the push with evolutions of archers, and honestly, it just does really good. It got range, it got hit points, it does basically a power shot damage when it's over, and look at the range. It's so good. Like, first time when it first came out, I legit thought, I was like, wow, this card can actually do really good. Like, I'm surprised how much damage it do. Of course, like, the Expo, what is it, 3.0 deck, definitely enhance it with it. It does so good with it. And I had to say, overall, it's just really good. Yeah, it does, actually, it does the same damage. But, like, overall, I had to say, Archer's evolutions are definitely better than Firecracker evolution. Okay, there's some way you can mix it there and there. I just think overall, it's really good. So third place, I had to give it Royal Recruits. I'm not gonna lie to you. In the beginning when I was making this video, or at least like when I was going to make this video, I was thinking putting recruits lower. But the reason why I did not is because Royal Recruits evolutions works. It just works. I just think as a card, it does so much damage. The charge, it does so good. It does so good for 7 elixir. With the evolution, it's crazy how much damage they do. And just in one, 393. By the way, that is level 14 Royal Recruits. That's in one. I made this video before. I talk about how Warrior Recruits Evolutions is literally broken. Like, legit broken. I had to give it third place. And, of course, it is just in my own opinion. But I just think Warrior Recruits Evolutions are far better than Archer's Evolution and Firecracker Evolution. You can't stop that. You really can't stop Warrior Recruits Evolution. Even if you have, a chance to basically, defend, they do so much damage for just one Royal Recruit. Since they actually charge even faster, they charge faster than Royal, Ram, sorry, Ram Rider, they charge faster than Prince, Dart print, the dart charge faster than battle round. They do really great damage just for it, and you need to have at least a building. Like for me personally, you need to have at least a building to order to counter this because you don't. They just do so much damage for just basically 7 elixir, and the rotation one. They do so much. They really do. I had to give props for it. So second place is Barbarians. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, Barbarians, you go at it, bro. I don't care what anybody say. Barbarians are so good. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first used Barbarians, I really thought I wasn't really feeling it. No, they are good. They are good. And I feel like with Heal Spirit, they're so much powerful. They're just so good for its own cause. Like, I legit think you can't stop them. Like, even if you have counters like Bowler and like Executioner wise, I'm just saying, like, if they can speed up fast enough, they could do so much damage. And you can't ignore them. That's the reason why I like about Skeleton Evolution and Barbarians Evolution. Even leaving one do so much damage. So my Barbarians are level 14. You can definitely see how much damage they do the same, right? Yeah, they do the same damage, more hit points. They even nerf the boost in the boost duration, or they have, and they still do so much damage. It's crazy how much, if you leave one, you're not gonna get one hit. You're gonna get so much hits, at least another one or two, because of just leaving just one. Because, usually Barbarians, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna leave one, I'll take the hit. No, Barbarians Evolution, getting hit with that, 254, and basically with boosted, imagine getting hit with that much, boosted 35% more. They do so much. They really do. And honestly, I can see if other people could change this up and down. I just gotta give it second place because they do so much for like only 5 elixir in cycle 1. Of course, I gotta leave it for the best one. Best evolution out of all of them is the Night Evolution. Even though it had been nerfed, it's absolutely broken. I could talk so much for the Night Evolution, how it's so broken. Even with the nerf of damage reduction to 80% to 60% is about, they say 25% like nerf. It's not. It's 50% nerf because it's losing about almost 5k hit points during the damage reduction. It does so much damage for what it do. It's basically, how can I say? It's basically 2 giants. If you just like don't touch it with anything, it does so much for what it's supposed to. And like what's crazy about Night Evolution is you thinking it's just a damage and a hit points. No, it absolutely changed everything since it does do damage, it does do hit points, it does have hit speed, it have damage reduction as a common card. With how many cycles? Actually, yeah. Can someone tell me how many cycles? Is it 2 cycles? Dang, is it 2 cycles? I think it's 2 cycles. It does so much. I'm not lying. It does so much for what it costs, and like, I don't regret it. Like, you could definitely see an Ultimate Champion. So many, like, let's go right now, okay? Like, I'm not lying to this. You can see it so many times when people use Night Evolution. Well, like, some people are using Archer's Evolution as of right now because, we're in Archer's Evolutions. I'm not surprised. But, like, it does so good for what it costs. I even saw a 2.6 Hog Cycle with Night Evolution. This is actually really good, too. I like this one. But, like, it's crazy how much difference, like, just in general, it does good damage, and I really like it overall. Like, I can't blame if anybody will change, knife for different, maybe like from Royal Crews or for Barbarians or even Archers. evolutions, change them up, but like this is my opinion, and I feel like this honestly it will make more sense. Of course, you guys have your own opinions. I know there's some of you guys going to disagree, agree with me. I feel like, overall, these evolutions, they're amazing. At the same time, they're really annoying because, like, okay, I gotta say this nice. Basically, if you do counter evolutions, honestly, I would say this. The only reason why you want it because of evolutions. I know a lot of people say it, but honestly, you gotta join them sooner or later. And I had to say that it works very good. Thank you guys for watching this. I was really happy when I made this video. Not gonna lie, I was a bit concerned because, I make so much evolution videos, but they're so amazing. I really like them, but also hate them at the same time because I love talking about them and hate them at the same time. You can't blame me though. It's cool. It's it's an okay concept, but like it really gets annoying sooner or later. Thank you guys for watching this. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I see you guys next time. Love you guys to the best. Road to 400 subscribers. Here we go. I want to try my best to at least hit that. If we can hit that during November, that'd be amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like before November ends, like awesome. Thank you guys for watching this. I'll see you guys next time. Love you guys to the best.